Hello everyone and welcome back to Fire Emblem Three Houses Blue Lions campaign. We are now on part 17 and this is Zach here again. So for this month we have Know Your Enemy. I am embarking on an important mission and I require assistance. The assistance discretion is paramount. Only the bold. Tournaments start this week, don't miss out. D for 2. Are there any connoisseurs out there who can provide this rare important tea set with a love and home? And in hide-in, seek an intel on a band of thieves that has been raiding villages in the north of Fergus. Okay, now like I said, let's just start off getting these supports out of the way. Now I want Sylvain because both of them are with him.
Hey Annette, hitting the magic books again? Has anyone ever told you that you're pretty cute when you're studying?
Sorry, Sylvain, but I'm trying to think right now. Could you keep quiet for a bit?
Ooh, shot down without a second thought.
How can you stay focused reading a book that thick? With such small print? Is some of that text upside down?
If I use the formula in this line here, the magical energy should... No, that's not right.
You're even cuter when you're working through a difficult problem.
Still trying to hit on the girls.
Sylvain, I'm serious. Please be quiet.
Shut down again.
Hang on. Look at the third line. You've got the formula wrong.
I said the... Oh, you're right. How did you know that?
Well, I mean, it's written right there.
Yeah, so this shows Sylvain is much better at getting with women when he doesn't try to pick them up.
Most people wouldn't be able to grasp this formula just by glancing at it. Have you read this book before?
Nope, this is the first time. Okay, now that I look at it, wow, this book makes things way more complicated than they need to be.
And what's your take on this part here?
It's just describing another application for the same formula. This is pretty easy.
You know, you're actually kind of amazing. I've been studying magic for a while now, but even I have trouble with this stuff. You act like all you do is mess around, but are you actually working really hard in secret?
Nah, hanging out with girls is way more fun. I guess I just picked this stuff up somewhere. Life is short, Annette. If you waste it working hard, it'll be over before you know it. Get out in the world. Have some fun.
And frankly, I really agree with this because you're always going to have troubles, but if you don't have some fun, if you don't go out and see new horizons, where do you go?
That's easy for you to say. You're strong and smart without even trying. It's not fair. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to be rude.
No, I was just thinking you're pretty cute when you're sulking. You know that?
What is wrong with you?
Hey, I just got lucky with that stuff in the book. I'd normally never be able to outsmart you. Anyway, I'm gonna get out of here and leave you to it.
Got lucky, huh? I'm not so sure about that.
Yeah.
Well, that does it. It might be tough, but I won't accept second place. Let's go, me. I can do this. I'm gonna finish this whole book before sundown.
Yeah, so Annette is very positive and optimistic. Okay, now Sylvain and Ashe.
Wow, Ashe, training again? You're taking this whole knight thing pretty seriously.
It's just my daily training. Maybe you could stand to be a little more eager yourself? If I want to be a great knight, I've got no choice but to put the effort in.
No choice? I think you're making life too difficult. Knights don't have to be perfect. All I'm saying is, I've seen some pretty sloppy knights out there.
That's not going to be me. I'm going to be a proud knight, virtuous and gallant.
Virtuous and gallant? Are you kidding me? If you just ride around being virtuous, people will get fed up. They'll boot you out of town.
It's never wrong to have virtue, not even if it means being made an outcast.
And they both have decent points there.
Interesting idea. You think very highly of this whole virtue thing. Say, have there been any knights who became great just by thinking highly of themselves? Think on this. Knights are supposed to protect people and earn their admiration. Isn't that right?
Well, yes. So what are you saying I should do?
Seize people's hearts!
And this is, well, where Sylvain has very good advice. Because you get out and help people, you get beloved, and life goes way easier.
What do you mean?
You want people to love you? Offer them something they haven't got. Guess what that is? It's you, Ashe. They don't have you. Get out there, buddy. Be valiant. Help people. Here, I'll show you how it works.
Sylvain, don't go bothering people.
And this is gonna show where some of the stuff Sylvain does is quite funny.
Hey there, cutie. You seem to have lots of bags there. They must be heavy. My name's Sylvain. Let me help you out. Are these going in the warehouse?
Helping out those in need, I guess that's a good start.
No thanks necessary. It's been enough just to be able to talk to you. Well, if you insist. How about we go get some tea? It must be fate that we met like this. I'd like to get to know you.
And that right there is going a tiny bit too far.
Great night, huh? More like a great philanderer.
Truer words have never been spoken before.
Seems like all he wants to do is flirt with women.
Exactly what he wants.
I can't allow this. I have to stop him.
And if everything works out, Ashe is going to score better than Sylvain. Okay, there. And now we're going to warp to the stables and just focus on grabbing our quest for this one. Because we have to run anyways and then talk and take characters, but we have an item here. And this confessional letter is for Marianne.
Setting fire to the stables to distract everyone. To cause a commotion. It is the oldest trick in the book, but I cannot shake the thought that our enemies may attempt it. I will stand guard and watch over the stable, and the knight's horses. They are truly magnificent.
Yeah, he actually
Please,
has a very good idea. I made a dreadful mistake and ended up with 2 of the same tea set. Now I must gift one of them to someone who can appreciate its value. Could you help me find someone deserving of such a precious gift? Find a tea aficionado who is worthy of Ferdinand's tea set. When you have given away the tea set, you can try inviting someone to a tea party. And we accept. There we go.
Hey there.
Now, Dimitri.
If the enemy's aim lies elsewhere, we had better discern their true intent quickly. As I see it, our best option is to explore every inch of the monastery. We should also speak to everyone here. Let's plan to compare notes once you've got a lead. Will you do me a favor?
We need to know the enemy's motive so we can adapt. Let's talk to people around the monastery and see if we can learn anything that might lead us to a clue. Talk to the people in the monastery to help figure out the enemy's true aim. Here we go. And then we have this little thing here. This gold earring, pretty sure let's just check the storehouse. Okay. There we go. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that is for Dedue. Because he's the only one I know of who's from the Dusker region. Now we'll talk to Seteth.
I've been in town procuring some supplies for Flame.
Yeah. So, what supplies? And I'll just say number 1.
No, but do not concern yourself for my safety. I am very much stronger than I appear.
Now view
I
quest.
have something to ask of you.
Gather information on the Thieves' hideout. You may find information on each region collected in the Knight's Hall. A band of thieves has been raiding villagers in the north of Fergus. Reports indicate they have made an old tower their stronghold. Do you have any idea where it might be? Nope. Now, since we're right here, there's a couple of items to grab. Heron bait and Morphous plum seeds, so that's good to have. And since we're right here, we'll go and grab what we need from this book here. A warning for anyone heading to Conan Tower. It seems some thieves have made the tower their hideout.
What the?
There you go.
Professor, I hear you have fought alongside Catherine. I would wager that her power exceeded your expectations. Had you the chance to witness her relic? Thunderbrand, glowing red. That glow is a sure sign that her blood contains a crest that harmonizes with that hero's relic.
Yeah. Now time to head north. And this artificial flower right here is for Lorenz.
Hey, Professor? Oh, hey, Professor. I was just reading this letter from my father. Do you know him? He only writes to ask how my training's going, or how many monsters I've killed. Stuff like that.
Yeah.
Hey, I got a favor to ask.
Do you know about the fighting tournaments here at the monastery? I hear anyone can get involved. Oh, I know. You and I should sign up, Professor. Fighting tournaments are held in the monastery to test what the students learned in their daily training. Speak to the tournament organizer at the training grounds to learn more. There we go. Now we'll talk to this guy for the main quest.
Do you know what this room is? It is the church's treasure vault. I say treasure, but I do not mean silver and gold and jewels. It mostly contains weapons, artifacts, and the like. Anything that would cause too great a stir, should it be stolen? No. The church knows better than to store anything too valuable in such an accessible location.
Yeah, so that's very good advice right there. Now we'll talk to Mercedes and be on our way.
Oh, the monastery holds many treasures. Maybe the enemy is after one of those? Even so, the idea of stealing from a church is just horrible.
Yeah, and she definitely knows. Now, Petra.
Professor, fighting to stop a murdering is my specialness. No, my specialty. I will show my best work.
Yeah, she still has some trouble speaking the right language. So we got Hilda and Sylvain here.
No classes on a festival day. I thought I'd get to spend all day relaxing in the company of some lovely ladies. But now this mess has happened. Hey, Professor, I know there's talk of an assassination attempt, but do you really think they'll do it on the day of the Rite of Rebirth? I feel like security would be looser some other time. Is there some reason why it has to happen on that day?
Because it's the only time they can get to an area where there's a lot of treasure to steal.
Did you know that on the last day of the rite, the monastery's open to the general public? It's kind of fun. It makes the place feel like a festival.
And that's even more reason. It's like they planned it, so since we're right here, we'll talk to Seteth.
Well done. You have my thanks.
Conrad Tower? Yes, I suppose that would make a sensible base for a group of thieves. I will use this information to investigate them out further. You have my thanks. There we go. Here I have a lot to pick up. Yeah, it's always good to grab what you've scanned the amiibos for. And they always drop a lot.
I was thinking... Have you heard of the War of the Eagle and Lion? It was the battle that won the kingdom its independence from the Empire. Even the Church of Seros had no choice but to recognize the courage of Lug, the King of Lions who emerged victorious. The church awarded him a crown and the right to govern the Fargus region, backing him in his bid to found the Holy Kingdom of Fargus. In return, Lug agreed to make the Church of Seros the religion of his territory, and permitted them to publicly proselytize across the kingdom. In the 400 years since, the church and the kingdom have continued to maintain very close relations.
Yeah, there's always some good information by just talking to everyone. Yeah. And... yeah, right there, that's what I want. There we go. Now we'll head north and clear out this little area to the center here. Just caught that. Picking up a lot of our feathers. But yeah, there's nothing more in this classroom right now.
I don't know who's who's to blame for all this commotion, but it's frankly a huge inconvenience. With everyone stuck on guard duty, our study and training time has been drastically reduced.
Yeah, I'd get a bit mad about that too.
It seems there were forces opposing the church, beyond Lord Lonato. I never thought such forces could exist in this world.
Yeah. And number 2, we only know a small part of this world.
I suppose that may be true.
Now, lost item, and we'll give her her confessional letter.
Yes, this is mine.
And done. Then
there's been talk of an attempt on Rhea's life. We've been ordered to help the Knights patrol. Could that possibly mean that Rhea isn't beloved by everyone the world over?
okay. Now, next room for one of our own members.
The monks declined my offer of assistance. They said that no one from Dusker is to be trusted, especially now. Given the circumstances, I cannot fault them.
So, lost item, Goldiern.
That belongs to me. I apologize for the trouble.
There we go, he needed that extra motivation anyways. Always kind of looking around because there's items like this. So this bag of tea leaves is for Ferdinand.
Oh, have you been tasked with guarding the monastery as well? Such a stir over a single letter. But I suppose the Archbishop's safety is too important to risk.
Yeah.
Professor, is it true you got caught in the fighting? I'm so thankful you made it out alive. I don't know what we would do if we lost you.
Okay, so...
Is it true? I'm so...
I'll bring her for her mission again. The extra healer and everything always is helpful. So, Raphael.
I bet the enemy is using this assassination nonsense just to sneak in and raid the pantry. What do you think, Professor?
Yeah, he always thinks with his stomach, but using the assassination as a ploy to do something else, that's probably what their plan is.
Oh, I'm right, all right. My animal instinct is telling me that the enemy is after our best meats.
I wouldn't go that far, buddy. Yeah, so right here, this is the online liaison if you have the Nintendo Network.
I need a favor. Yes?
The monastery hosts travelers from players all over the world. Travelers can give you deals on items, take part in recon training, or join your army as adjutants. Use the local specialty option to buy items and resources at a lower cost than you find it at a shop. Recon training is a challenge to locate hidden travelers. If you're successful, you can earn resources as a reward. If you succeed multiple times, you can earn a battalion. A traveler hired as an adjutant will follow one of your units in the next battle. Afterwards, they may sometimes teach you an ability or combat art that they have equipped. Yeah, so I can't do anything with this because I don't have the online. Now let's talk to Shamir.
You spend too much time roaming the monastery. If you're looking for something, try less aimless wandering.
I was thinking about the enemy's objective.
Do you even know who the enemy is? You can't know why without knowing who. It's none of my business anyway. I'm just here to take care of enemies who get too close.
Yeah, now for the training ground. Okay, now we have 2 items here. The Thunderbrand, which is for Caspar, and the Badge of Graduation, which is for Catherine. Okay. Now we'll talk to Gerald.
You're skilled. Why won't you battle me?
Yeah, and now we'll talk to Felix as well.
Sending an assassin to the monastery, Hopefully it's someone worth crossing blades with.
I hope so too.
It seems we're cut from the same cloth.
Okay, so now we're gonna finish the one quest. I'm just gonna quickly save here. And now let's do the beginner sword tournament. Felix it is. So hopefully he does well, but that's why I saved beforehand. Because the RNG can cause you to lose by a little bit.
Too easy.
Yeah. Now let's fast forward this a bit.
Next time, bring your friends.
Oh, bonus. Yes, 2 in a row.
Another win.
Last one. Yes, he did it. Steel sword plus 300 gold. And we get...
I'm glad I asked you.
Yeah, you get quite a bit of professor experience there. Yeah, so it's done. But yeah, that takes away one of our activities. That's why I had it to do it like right away. Now let's see what this person is. Glad my room is on the 2nd floor. Yeah, so I figured this out a bit earlier, but you can enter rooms like this. So Dedue's room has a book. Detailed information about the different varieties of crops that have been successfully cultivated in the greenhouse is very informative. Yeah. And I happen to know there's one more book in one of these things. Yeah. Now down here. Oh, pond snail. Good. And here's the other one, the art of fishing. An exhaustive explanation of the techniques to encourage fish to bite the bait when they go in for a nibble. Who knew there was this much to know about fishing? Yes, level up. Yes, that's even better right now. And nothing in Petra's room, but now after this we'll quickly check Bernadetta's after we talk to her, because we can't get into the room.
Hi. Right now is, well, right now is okay, I guess. If you, want to chat. A little.
Yeah, didn't I see you in the day?
I'm hungry sometimes, like anyone else. What? Eating at night is bad for you? There's no way that's true. Wait, really?
Yep. And you know what? Since we're right there, I'll do some of the upstairs in the dormitory later. But we'll go run and complete one of the quests right away because, well, after we grab this item, Pain Crystal, now we just need to talk to Lorenz here.
The goddess's rite of rebirth is the most significant ritual for the Church of Seros. Could it be that someone has spread these rumors of an assassination plot merely with the intention to hinder the celebration?
Yep, so... yes, elegant tea set.
How kind of you.
Yep. And there we go.
I'll have to repay you sometime.
Thank you for your help, Professor. There's nothing quite like a tea party to brighten your spirits, don't you think? If you would like to get to know someone better, try inviting them to have tea with you. And there we go. You may now invite your items to allies to tea for a chance to bond. It is possible to invite those outside your house too, with a high enough support level. There we go. That's done as well. So I know there's an oh, no item this time. Oh well. Yes. Harvest. Premium magic herbs. That's one of the things you want. Now flat, mixed. And let's do white. Yeah. Now cultivate. I always choose the top one. Okay.
Hi there.
And then we'll just finish this talk right here.
It would be terrible if the greenhouse was targeted. The plants in here are incredibly valuable. This place contains the heart of Garrett Mock's 995-year history. So many beautiful flowers, plants that can save or end lives. They are all my precious children.
Yeah. So with that, we'll end this part here. And when we come back, we'll finish up the exploration and hopefully get through everything for the next monthly mission. So this is Zach of SomeDudePlays.com. So saying, please give me a like, comment. I'd like to get some feedback. Subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications. Please visit SomeDudePlays.com. And so this is goodbye, and I will see you all later.